Hi guys, how are you doing? My name is Sebastian from TechCentury, your source for independent and reliable tech videos. And in this video I'm going to tell you why you might be better off purchasing the now old MacBook Pro with Retina Display. So as you guys probably know, Apple announced new MacBook Pros a couple of days ago with a thinner design, new internals, also a new OLED touch bar, and of course also new color options. But it's not always best to just go out and buy the latest machine, and these are the reasons why. So first off, I definitely have to mention the keyboard, because this is one aspect that has gotten a lot of praise for Apple in the last couple of years. The keyboards on the MacBook Air and MacBook Pro are simply excellent and best in class. But with the new MacBook last year, Apple actually announced a new mechanism and a new keyboard technology with butterfly switches that are supposed to be even better for typing. But it's safe to say that there was a lot of controversy around that, because a lot of people just don't like the new butterfly mechanism, because it also leads to lower key travel and just a completely different typing experience. So if you have a MacBook Pro or MacBook Air already and you like the typing experience, it's a safe bet to go with the old MacBook Pro. Next up, a simple question: do you want to be an early adopter? On most technology products that are completely new, there are a lot of issues coming with early adopters that purchase these machines first. Now, one of these issues might be the brand new Touch Bar and Touch ID, because we've seen this on iPhones. The first generations of Touch ID were nowhere as good as they are now. So sometimes it takes a couple of years of improvement to really get these things right. And the same can be said with the Touch Bar. And OLED, while a great display technology, is also prone to display degradation. So it is possible that if you purchase a new MacBook Pro with the Touch Bar now, that in a couple of years your main display is still going strong, but the Touch Bar just can't display all colors anymore. And this is likely not an issue that would be covered in AppleCare. Another huge aspect is of course the port situation. Now, depending on which new MacBook you either get 2 USB Type-C and Thunderbolt 3 ports, or you get 4 Thunderbolt 3 and USB Type-C ports. Now, in general, these ports are great, and I made this completely separate video on explaining Thunderbolt 3 that you can check out right here. But this also means that you're bound to use adapters, at least for now, because the port is certainly the right direction for the future, but just not the right choice for right now, because there's so little devices that actually use USB Type-C or Thunderbolt 3 for that matter. So just imagine you can't even connect your brand new iPhone 7 to your brand new MacBook, because there's just a regular USB to Lightning cable included in the box. So you have to purchase a new cable, and the same goes if you want to connect, for example, an HDMI TV or just a regular USB stick. You don't have an SD card reader anymore, so you need to carry an external SD card reader if you want to transfer your images and videos. So overall, at least as of right now, it's a real big pain with the new MacBooks. And on the older MacBook Pros, it's just way simpler, because you have the SD card reader to transfer your images. You have HDMI to connect the machine easily to your projector or your TV. You also have full-size USB, so you can connect basically any USB accessory that you want. You also have Thunderbolt 2 for high transfer speeds, as well as MiniDisplayPort to connect external displays. And another very important aspect, you have MagSafe for charging, which is an innovation that Apple heavily advertised for years, so that if somebody trips over your cable while you're charging your notebook, it just disconnects automatically and your notebook doesn't fall to the ground. With USB Type-C on the new MacBooks, this is not the case anymore. If somebody trips over your cable when you're charging the notebook, it's likely to fall to the ground and shatter to pieces, and the $3,000 that you just invested are basically gone. Another aspect that's somewhat related to the port situation is that you actually had the option to expand your storage on the older MacBook Pros with Retina Display due to the SD card slot. Because if you just go on Amazon, there are actually small adapters that fit perfectly into the SD card slot on the older MacBooks without sticking out at all, that take small micro SD cards, so that way you can expand the internal storage of your MacBook Pro with Retina Display with up to 2 terabytes, which is insane. And again, for that you don't need to carry any external adapters, you don't need to carry any external drive. You basically just plug it in and forget about it. And it's cheap as well. So if you're like me and you're running out of space all the time on your MacBook Pro, this is a great solution, and I'll leave a link in the description below. But now, last but not least, let me play Captain Obvious, because the biggest reason to just purchase an old MacBook Pro with Retina display is certainly the price. Even at apple.com, you can still purchase the old MacBook Pros with Retina display, and they start at $12.99 for the 13-inch version, while the new MacBook Pros, but the one without touch bar, actually starts at $40.99 with a slower CPU and only 2 ports. And if you want to get the cheapest one with touch bar, you actually have to pay $70.99, which is a $500 premium as of right now over the regular 13-inch. That, at least in my opinion, just doesn't make any sense and it's not justified. And on the 15-inch, it's similar. You have to pay $2,000 for the older version without the touch bar, and for the new one with touch bar, you have to pay $2,400, so $400 premium. Also, another aspect is that these prices from apple.com aren't really what you'll pay in the end if you purchase, for example, from Amazon, where the MacBooks are usually heavily discounted. And I'll also leave a link down below where you can save a lot of money on the MacBooks. And on top of that, there are also a ton of refurbished old MacBook Pros out there. And of course, you can also get them secondhand, for example, from eBay, which allows you also to save a lot of money again. And they just are perfect notebooks in general, the older generation MacBook Pro with Retina display. I still use my 15-inch and I'm perfectly satisfied with it. I added 4K content on it, so I can't complain whatsoever. And this also wraps up my video. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. Do you stick with your old MacBook Pro? Are you purchasing a new one, or do you think the old MacBook Pro with Retina display is actually right now the better purchase, just like me? So let me know in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and I really hope to see you next time. Subscribe to the channel.